What is good, Elite Wolf Nation? Elite Wolf here. Trying to make sure that this is up and running, and we are live. Alright, so as of right now, anyone that wants to join. Anyways, what is up, Elite Wolf Nation? Elite Wolf here, and we are gonna be. What up, Alex? Welcome to the stream, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the New York Knicks and their free agency moves with this off season. If any of you would like to join, the link is in the chat. I'm open to having anyone on here. You know, you want to talk about Knicks or and like how we're doing, by all means, feel free to come in. I agree, man. Go Knicks. Anyways, with everything going on in the NBA, the New York Knicks have officially picked up and brought back. We brought back our court of Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, with Mitchell Robinson in tow, which is wonderful for us. As when it comes down to it, I'm not sure if the link works right now. If anyone has questions, feel free. But right now, I'm going to get into the fact that we have re-signed Julius Randle to $111 million, I believe, on a 4-year deal, which I wasn't so sure if we were going to be bringing Julius Randle back till the end of the season or if we were going to jump the gun. I thought we were going to have to wait. Sorry if I'm a little hesitant with this stuff. It's my first time doing this. Don't entirely know what I'm doing. But I also have seen that I did a video on Evan Fournier, so I don't think I have to jump into him right now. But the New York Knicks have picked up Kemba Walker, as Kemba is coming back home to New York City. And oh my God, Kemba coming back to New York. I think we have fixed our point guard position for right now. I think this was a great pickup for the New York Knicks to finally replace Elfrid Payton. And at the end of the day, we were looking for a point guard anyways. There were rumbles of Spencer Dinwiddie, Dennis Schroeder, which I was expecting Dennis Schroeder. I thought we were going to fuck up bad. But Leon Rose, he came back and he got us Kemba, which I am extremely happy with. I think he is going to be a key aspect for us. He's going to be extremely good for us. And with the way we built this team, we have gotten better, no matter what anyone says. Because when you think about it, this Knicks team was defensive oriented the whole year last year. We were fully on defense. We just got better at defense with the rookies that we drafted, and also bringing in Kemba Walker fixes our issue at point guard, and will take the pressure off of Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett. That is exactly what we needed. We were in a situation where that is. I'm not sure. Hang on a sec. I need to see how this is actually working because I'm a little confused here. Okay. Again, if anyone wants to join, feel free. As with what we were doing officially, we were going to try and maybe go for a star. There were rumors of Damian Lillard, but I'm not I'm happy we didn't give up on this core on RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. I think this was a successful free agency for us. I don't see it as a failure. Some Knicks fans might see it as a failure, but when you think about what this team was and what our starting lineup was, we blew expectations out of the water. We were expected to win less than 20 games. We were going to be here winning less than 20 games, probably get screwed in the lottery. As right now, when you think about it, this Knicks team, no matter what Max Kellerman or ESPN likes to say, we got better. We officially are finally going in the right direction, and it's showing. I think this season, with the way the Eastern Conference is looking, with the Chicago Bulls getting DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, Vucevic, and all them, they're going to be a good team. I'm going to say that right now. They're going to be a pretty good team. Brooklyn, we all know we hate them, but we all know they're going to be a good team until they get injured miserably. Then, they're going to be screwed. Because Brooklyn, at the end of the day, and I'll probably jump back on this later in the stream because I'm not so sure exactly what to do here. Brooklyn is really betting on themselves to win now. They tried it last year. It didn't work out due to injuries and a bunch of other COVID-related stuff. Or if I can't say that, virus stuff. Whoever joined the chat, welcome. Feel free to say anything. Or if you have a question or whatever, feel free. It's all good. But as we're going on, the New York Knicks, we did not get Julius Randle as like original pickup. We didn't officially want Julius Randle back in the day. We were hoping for Kyrie and KD. That didn't work. So Leon Rose picked up Julius Randle, Dennis Smith Jr., which was in the Kristaps Porzingis trade. And also we wound up picking up, can't remember his name. Give me a second. Bobby Portis. Picking up Bobby Portis was a great idea, and I'm happy for him to win a championship. Milwaukee Bucks. Even though I personally liked Bobby Portis, I feel like we definitely missed out on him. And we definitely could have brought him back. But as with Julius Randle, he purposely gave us the ability to have more flexibility in the future instead of going big money and waiting this season out and then signing a $200 million contract. And that's honestly going to get him. That's going to give him the love of the New York fan base, most likely. We haven't seen someone stay with their team and take a pay cut in quite a while. So it's a good idea, and I think this Knicks team is in quite a good spot for us to succeed, and I think that's what Leon Rose, Thibodeau, and company are going to be doing. We're in a spot to succeed in the future. Right now, with the free agency looking like it did, we did the best that we could with our money, and we believed in continuity. It's not going to be a simple run to the 4th seed again this year. It wasn't really for last year, as we almost didn't get the 4th seed. We got lucky, which it was a miracle run, and I believe we could still make the playoffs. And I think we have a better chance of hitting the second round this year. No matter, on the contrary of what other people like to say. But Knicks fans, please remember that this offseason was not a failure. We brought back our guys that were extremely helpful for us. We got out of the Alfred Payton Woods. We lost Reggie Bullock, which I wish him the best of luck in Dallas. I wish Reggie Bullock the best of luck in Dallas. Great guy, extremely humble. Just checking things out here. And sorry, everyone. Hold on, guys. My God, I haven't done this in quite a while. So, anyways, with the New York Knicks, I think the team has gotten better. Uh, we fixed our shooting issues. As our starting lineup is going to most likely be Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson if he's healthy. And I am extremely pleased with that starting lineup. I think that is a starting lineup that could destroy any other starting lineup we had in the last 4 or 5 years. So if I had to say this, I'm saying expect us to be a top 5, maybe the 4th seed again. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we'd be the 5th or 4th seed. Hell, maybe expectations get blown out again and we actually do improve and be the 3rd or 2nd seed. I'm just saying. I need to actually figure some of this stuff out. As Alex, I do hope if you're not here, it's like all good. But if whoever just joined, welcome. Link to the stream is in the chat if you want to join. Talking about New York Knicks stuff. It'll be open. As with everything going on, we've turned the corner in the right direction. We've avoided the lottery, which we all know if we win the lottery this year, we would have been knowing the way NBA likes to treat us with the lottery, probably be the 15th seed, 15 pick or something like that. We wouldn't be getting the first pick or whatever. Just wouldn't happen. And I'm extremely happy with what I'm excited to see what Quentin Grimes is gonna bring and what everyone else is gonna bring for this next team. McBride is gonna be entertaining to watch. I'm just saying we should be excited for this upcoming season. We're building a culture, and it's going to show with the way the team is. Leon Rose, you've done an amazing job running this team. And honestly, to the past regime, I don't miss you. We don't miss you at all. Whoever joined, if you have anything to say, you can comment it. It's all good. I haven't done live in quite a while, so doing this alone is a little iffy. I'm having a hard time getting this right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. All right, everyone, we're back. If if anything, like I will take questions if anyone has any, with but until someone gets in, until like I don't know, I don't really understand this whole shtick, but I'm gonna try my best to keep the conversation going. If anything, it's been a while, so I don't understand exactly the mindset of our New York Knicks fan base right now because we're split. We got like some people saying that this office has failed us and that we're the same bad Knicks, and we had one good season. And then you got the optimistic ones like me and a few other people, the ones that like what this front office is doing, and we're not tearing Leon Rose in half. And I gotta commend Randall on the fact that he literally is staying loyal to us. The man is going to be here for a long time. The man's a mentor, and I think he's gonna mentor Obi Toppin as to be like his successor when he's gone. That's just my opinion. No, 1 second. All right, so there's the link to anyone that might want to join or get into this conversation. As with the free agent market closing pretty soon, or being how insane this offseason has been, I think the Knicks have done a great job on what we picked up, who we brought back. Bringing back Alec Burks, a man that literally helped us to probably win, to most likely win half the games that we did last season. And with his fourth quarter, the man's clutch, and I will say I am happy to see him back. I don't understand what went through Philadelphia's mind when they sent him away. That didn't make any sense. Whoever's watching, man, if you got if you got anything to say, feel free to comment down. There's no bad questions or anything like that. It's all good. Just trying to figure this whole thing out. But Knicks fans, be optimistic. I would not be a Debbie Downer with everything here. With everything that's going on, you got to remember that we are a team that's literally based off of like a few veterans and mostly young players. You got to remember that we didn't build a championship team in a day. And if you go look at Brooklyn, they pretty much gave up their future for the chance of 2 years of maybe three superstars. Now, if they fail, we need to remember that they're gonna be they're gonna be a laughing stock in this league. There's no way in hell they're gonna be let down. That if they fail to win a championship, or God forbid get bounced in the second round, they're gonna become a joke. There's no way that they don't. if I'm saying anything, don't listen to the hype of the news media, because ESPN will literally just say all names for their clicks, and it's all gonna come down to that. ESPN will say anything about the New York Knicks to get your blood boiled up and get you pissed off. We've dealt with it for years, and you know what? To the people that did stay as a New York Knicks fan, you are real fans. You don't bandwagon to the new shiny thing in the city. And I think the Knicks showed it in the playoffs this year that the Knicks organization and the Knicks fan base are the most loudest people there ever is going to be in the NBA. That garden was incredibly. That garden was intoxicating. You could hear it for your own TV. You didn't even have to be there to fully understand it. You could tell that the electricity was back in MSG officially. And I think I'm going to be bold and predict that we win a championship within this decade. I'm going to be bold and say that. Okay. Not sure if I have this thing working correctly. But yeah, I don't see us being bad or being worse this season. I see us actually being better. I see we won 40 games this season. I'd say we probably win 43, 45. Being a little bold with my prediction here, we could, but I actually have faith in our team. RJ Barrett, if he could take a big leap forward, it's gonna help us exceptionally well. And that's what we want is players like RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, even some of our rookies, Quentin Grimes. We would love for them to take that big step forward. Obi Toppin was doing it in the playoffs. He started to really show what he actually is come playoff time. Derrick Rose, he doesn't need to take another step forward, but he's going to be great coming off the bench. That's just facts. The man was averaging about 20 points a game, give or take, and he was averaging 15, I think 19 points a game in the regular season. The hell? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Getting distracted with other stuff here. I say we build our team with the guys we got. I would not be trading. I would immediately put Derrick Rose, who signed a 2-year deal, I believe, or a 3-year deal with a team option. So technically a 2-year deal with a team option. As the same thing with Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks says, well, with Taj Gibson, who signed with us on a veteran deal of 1 year, about I believe it was $8 million. Evan Fournier, everyone was ripping into him on, oh, Evan Fournier ain't good, Evan Fournier's bad, but Evan Fournier, I'm going to give you a chance. I think you can definitely be helpful for us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in New York City. Now, with Kemba, I think that's going to be a good. It's going to be a heartfelt thing more because of he's a New York native. It's just the way he is. Kemba, even in 2019, said that he was planning to go to the New York Knicks if they could get another superstar. We couldn't, so he went to Boston, and Boston sent him to Oklahoma, and we bought him out for a good $8 million, $8 or $12 million on a 2-year deal, from what I'm hearing. Which for Kemba Walker, that's a steal. If we get good Kemba, it's a steal for us. We just gotta give the guy a chance. And I think most Knicks fans, we were more happy about Kemba than we were Evan Fournier. But Evan Fournier is about to enter the prime of his career, and we're getting him at the start of it. We're not getting him. We're not getting something like Amari Stoudemire, where he was kind of exiting his prime and going into the regression stage of his career. Just was not how it's going to go. Now with free agency, the Chicago Bulls have gotten much better with everything, and I think they're going to be a team that can actually be in the play-in tournament. I don't think they make the playoffs without going through the playoff tournament. Play-in. I just don't see it like that. I see us maybe being the 5th seed. If we regress bad, then maybe we get in the play-in, but I think we're going to still be the 4th or 5th seed. I have faith. 18, like Boston, honestly, they haven't really gotten any better, or at least I haven't really seen anything out of them. Brooklyn, they can't get any better because they got no money right now. They're paying 3 superstars, and I mean, besides losing Spencer Dinwiddie to the Washington Wizards, I don't see Brooklyn signing anyone. I think Brooklyn's pretty much done for the offseason, as if they could even fucking pay anyone enough money to sign up there. The Lakers making big moves with grabbing Russell Westbrook and Melo. That is exactly what that team would need. And it's good to see that Melo and LeBron are finally teaming together, even though Melo is out of his prime and more going to probably be regulated to a bench role. The Lakers are still going to be an issue. As for the Bucks, Giannis will always be an issue. You can kind of say that Chris Middleton is going to be something. You can really say that Chris Middleton is going to be something, or at least he. What is good, Dexter? Man, the link is in the chat. If you just click that link, it'll send you here to try to become a guest, and we can talk about Knicks if you want. After everything I gotta say, the Eastern Conference has gotten better, and you love to see it. As LeBron has always said, the NBA is better when the Knicks are doing good, because we finally figured this out. We always drafted good, but our issue was more paying people excessive amounts of money and to long-term deals, and then we have no money for big star. We had no identity. The Brooklyn Nets, as much as I hate them, they built an identity and they got Kyrie and KD and they traded for James Harden. Now, do I think the Knicks could make a trade? Do I think the Knicks could make a trade? They could. I don't know who for though. We do. Some pieces could be traded, so very possible with everything that maybe a deal gets made for us to pick up someone to add with Julius Randle. But I'm happy with Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. I think those two will definitely bring the pressure off of Julius Randle. So Julius is probably going to be the second option or third option if depending on RJ Barrett. Well, what do you guys think? Do you, where do you think the Knicks will be at the end of this season, this upcoming season, and what do you guys think of all off season? One other thing with Evan Fournier is everyone saying that he's bad for defense and that he's a downgrade from Reggie Bullock. He's a downgrade in the defense department from Reggie Bullock. But as for the scoring aspect, Evan Fournier is a tremendous scorer. He's already proven that he can shoot the ball and he can shoot it effectively. That is what we were looking for, and that's what we got. And so I think Evan Fournier is going to be a great pickup for us here, and I don't see us regretting taking him. As his deal is really a 3-year deal with a team option. So for someone like Max Kellerman to say that we're put in long term, that we've been put here for long term and all that, I just don't see it. I see us. We're not here for long term, and we still got cap space to spare for next season if everything goes well. The Knicks, we will be getting a superstar at some point. It's just a matter of who and when. Thibodeau and Leon Rose, they're building a culture of it's not a win now culture, which is what we were all worried about with Tom Thibodeau. As with Tom Thibodeau does not have the good track record as when he was in Minnesota. It was a win now culture and they couldn't do it, but more of an issue with how that organization is run. And I think Tom, he was away for I think 2 years, give or take, or a year and a half, something like that. But Tom Thibodeau was a great head coach hiring. It was either gonna be him or Jason Kidd, most likely. I wouldn't have been against Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson, I wish you the best of luck in Indiana. Not with the Pacers, but with the college, I don't. Give me 1 second, guys. I just got the news that Kevin Knox is not going to be playing in the summer league due to health and safety protocols, which that's a little down. I was hoping to see Kevin Knox play in the summer league. I felt like he was going to really start to show something, and Knox was always he was a decent shooter. We just never gave him an opportunity. We just couldn't give Knox an opportunity, and he came in on a bad team. He came in at a time when we had David Fizdale running the team. Let's remember that Knox has gone through 3 different coaches in his career right now. Fizdale, Mike Millen, I believe. I'm sorry, I can't remember the other guy's name. Whoever our assistant coach was with David Fizdale. If anyone remembers the name, please let me know in the chat. And then Tom Thibodeau. Knox was not ready for Thibodeau, but he was still avidly shooting the 3-point shot. And he was shooting it consistently. For some reason, Tom Thibodeau took him out and didn't really let him see the court too much. Mike Miller, thank you. Knox is a G League bond. Eric, oh my God. And thank you, Wi-Fi. Thank you for that. Mike Miller. I don't know if Knox is G League bond. He might be. I don't know how many more years he has in New York. I don't know how long we can really say like, oh, wait till he explodes and all that. No, I think we probably got 1 more year with Kevin Knox before we either trade him, which he could be a valuable trade piece. So if I'm the Knicks, I'd think about maybe trading him away, but I would rather us give him an opportunity. Again, if anyone wants to join, link is in the chat. So just feel free if you want to hop in. As I would love to get your opinion on what you guys thought of the free agent market and what we did. I wouldn't consider this a failure. I think this was a good decision. We got rid of the guys that honestly weren't really being as helpful. Besides Reggie Bullock, I'm not upset with the other ones we've sent away. Elfrid Payton, I'm just happy I'm happy he's gone. I didn't see him helping us at all. I didn't see Elfrid helping us really at all. He maybe get what's going on with Mitchell. As of right now, I believe we picked up on the team option, so we got him for another 2 years. Mitchell Robinson. Who is your favorite player on the Knicks team? Favorite player on the Knicks team? For me, it's really hard for me to say because I'm a big fan of Julius Randle for what he did, and he honestly won me over with what he did with his contract today. His contract and how he took a pay cut to help us out. So I'm gonna say, as for one of the young guys, I'm gonna say RJ, but I gotta say Julius Randle is probably one of my favorite players on this Knicks team, just for what he did. But I like all these players equally. Everyone here on this team is a piece, and I think this is less of a team and more of a family with this group of guys. Eric, that is a very good question. Now, all time, though, from the Knicks, it's Willis Reed and Walt Frazier because of what they did in the 70s. McBurman said Mitch is wearing a boot. Mark Berman has said Mitch is wearing a boot. I'm not sure exactly what Mark Berman has said recently. Very difficult between RJ and Randall. It really is, Dexter. I agree on that. Mitch could be wearing a boot right now. I don't think he's going to be starting us in the beginning of the season, which is why we brought in Nerlens Noel. We brought him back on a 3-year deal with a team option in the final year. So I think we're in a good spot. I think there's no way we are not we're in a spot to continue succeeding, and I don't think we get worse. We can only hope that Mitch comes back this season because I would hate to see him out for a whole season. But that's the issue with big men. They're always usually injury prone, and we just got to remember that that our team was. We didn't have Mitch for literally the whole season this year, and we were the 4th seed. Imagine what we are when we have Mitchell Robinson and this team is fully healthy. It's going to be an interesting one. Oh, shoot. Give me 1 second, guys. If there's any more questions, please let me know. I'll feel free to answer. And we're back. But yeah, the choice between RJ and Julius Randle right now is extremely difficult because they're both great players and they're key part of our team this year. How do I think Kemba? How do you think? How you think that Walker is going to do this season coming in since he was born in New York? I don't think the being born in New York is really going to be affecting how he does. If we get Kemba Walker before he was injured, and this man was dropping 19 points on a bad leg. Imagine him healthy. He probably averages about 20 something, 23, 24 points a game. Compare that to Elfrid Payton's, they say 10 points per game. And Elfrid showed shots that he could be good with a few 20-point games, but he was never consistent enough for us to really care because we knew he wasn't gonna. We all knew he wasn't gonna be here long term, and I think he knew it too. Especially after Tibbs benched him in the NBA playoffs, Derrick Rose, we all wanted him back, and that was a key part of our off season was to bring back Derrick Rose. So yeah, I think Kemba's a big, massive upgrade for us in the point guard position, as our point guard position was considered our weakness last year, and that gave us the other teams the advantage to not, because they didn't need to guard Alfred Payton. You just needed to guard the paint, and Alfred couldn't dunk over many people, and I mean he couldn't shoot, so there was no threat of him. Now that we got Kemba Walker, you gotta pay attention to Kemba because Kemba will gladly shoot a 3-point shot if it's given to him. That's just a given. He's going to shoot a 3-point shot, and he shot I think 40 something percent, 30 something percent from New York. So what was our weakness? Probably is considered our strength right now, as we got Derrick Rose coming off the bench to answer like what, because there's no weakness really. The starting line of point guard will most likely be Kemba. I don't see us playing the rookie in the starting lineup. I just don't see that at all. But with how everything is, Kemba was a great pickup, and I'm happy. I'm very happy with this, with the sign it, with the buyout that we did. I almost said sign and trade. We didn't even give up anything for Kemba. It was a To be honest, we swindled the fund that took a chance and it bit them in the ass, thinking that they were going to get something for Kemba. We we benefited from their mistake. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Kemba Walker. I think that's going to be a key reason for us to be a successful team. Dexter, man, if you want to join again, like there's the link is in the chat. You just gotta scroll up, and you could be added here. It's all up to you, man. But guys, as of right now, this channel will be a Knicks hotspot for the time, for probably the remainder of its existence, as it will be where like mostly Knicks information, probably some other teams depending on on what goes on. But I'm gonna be keeping up here. I don't know if I'll be ending the stream yet. Again, I'll take questions for a little bit longer, but I'll probably be live again later today. As I do miss doing these lives with everyone, I think this is a good way to get back in contact with everyone. Like I haven't done a live stream in quite a while, so that's why I'm extremely rusty with this. I'm not used to doing this stuff. But you guys can also catch me on another Knicks content creators channel, Hot Storm Media. Good shout out to him. Man knows a lot about the New York Knicks, and he's a good guy. So I'm mostly there a lot. So but there's a lot of Knicks content creators. If you haven't found any, there's a lot of them. But yeah, whoever's still here, if you still got more questions, feel free to ask. And again, nothing is off the table. I will definitely answer anything. Uh, Bodiga. Like, so yeah, it's been announced that Kevin Knox will not participate in Las Vegas Summer League due to health and safety protocols, which is kind of a sad thing to think about. We should put Randall, Barrett, and Walker together. I personally think that's gonna be the starting. I think that's gonna be the lineup. I think we're gonna have Evan Fournier. I'm saying this: Kemba, Fournier, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, or whoever the starting center at the start of the season will be. I'm hoping on Mitchell Robinson coming back, and I hope he's gonna be, feeling good and ready. So recently, if you guys have seen the Knicks Twitter, all these rookies have been exploding. I don't think they've stopped practicing, which is insane to think about. Whoever just joined, welcome. If you got any questions or would like to join, links in the channel or if it's not, then just let me know. I will send it in there. But if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Nothing's off the table. But yeah, Dexter, I think Kemba, Barrett, and Randall will all be in the starting lineup. I think that's just a given. This isn't really a report, but Kemba Walker literally forgot about his $74 million that was left on his contract for a buyout, which really just showed, as of right now, where does Alfred stand? I think you mean Alfred, but Alfred is gone. There's no way we bring him back. Not when we have Kemba Walker here. And I say good riddance. I wish him the best on whatever team is, well, whoever team wants to pick him up. There were rumors early in the year that the Clippers were interested in him. I think we tried to put Alfred Payton in a trade for Lonzo Ball at the trade deadline this year, but Pelicans were asking for a little too much for him, and that just wasn't going to happen. But as of right now, Alfred Payton is not on the team. He's not on the papers, and I don't think he's getting a contract extension. I just don't see that. I don't see him coming back. And honestly, he can take his 13% shooting self and go to whatever team he wants. I really don't. I don't have much of a attachment to someone like him. Which I say someone like him. I might have came off wrong, but I don't have an attachment for his style of play. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure that's the expression between a lot of Knicks fans when they find out that Alfred ain't probably coming back. And if Alfred does come back, he's probably just gonna be a bench warmer. but I don't know what we would offer him anyways. Like he'd have to take like minuscule money to even show back up in MSG. Kemba Walker was, by the way, Kemba Walker is from Bronx, New York. He's from the Bronx. Again, I'm sorry for like silence that. I just don't know exactly what to say as much because most of the news has really been reported on, and it's getting a little hard to really keep the stream going by itself and just. But again, I'm going to say this one more time. Well, what do you guys think of how the East has turned out in the off season here? Because a lot of teams have gotten better and a lot of teams have gotten worse. So I'm interested to see what you all think. Feel free to let me know. Go ahead, man. Oh, that's sad. I also do want to wish Patrick Ewing a big happy birthday to literally the captain, man that literally led the Knicks in the '90s. So big happy birthday to you, man. What's up? I gotta say, man, you know the way these Knicks are, it feels like the '90s again. The grit and physicality of this team is going to be something, and it's going to be a great season. Very energetic, and we're going to have a lot of energy going here. Right away with momentum. Whoever's in the chat, please, if anything's on your mind, feel free. As of like what's going on with any of our players, or maybe you want an opinion of like another team in the East. Oh, it's good, man. Oh, it's good. Hopefully, hang on. We got kicked out in the first round. I think Tibbs is gonna make an adjustment. I think Tibbs saw what needed to be fixed, and I think he's working on it with Leon Rose. Where do I think we get? Sorry, everyone. I see us literally going back to the playoffs. I think we got a good stint. This is a decade though. I think we will wind up winning a title at some point. It's a matter of who's on that team and when. But but the Knicks have taken a step in the right direction and everything going on. That's a plus. I can't say anything else about it. Like this team has gotten better, and I think we kept the guys that we should. Besides Reggie Bullock, because Reggie was helpful. There were games where Reggie was extremely beneficial to this team, and I can't really thank Reggie enough to say for it. So I wish the guy the best of luck in Dallas. I am sorry we're gonna have to beat your ass. Nah, I'm sorry we're gonna have to play y'all against you, but wish you the best. I know you're gonna make Dallas proud, man. You're gonna make Dallas proud. But hey, Reggie, maybe if you want, maybe give Kristaps Porzingis a good sock, good good sock, and I don't know. Obviously, I'm BSing on that, but it's. But yeah, Dexter, I think the coaching staff understood what was needed and what we needed to do. So we weren't close to the championship or the finals by a mile, but I think yeah. I believe this season was a big success compared to what other people were trying to say. I've been alive for an hour. My God. I'm probably gonna end this one here. I'll probably be live again, or maybe I'll keep this going for a little bit longer. Depends on how much battery I have on my phone. As right now, but again, sorry, I'm getting a little tired. But yeah, I think this was a great all season for us. I think we take a big step, and and we still have cap space. I think we'll have some more cap space in the off season, next off season. Now, now the Knicks in my mind, they're building a long term success. That is what we want. We want them to build long term success. So probably losing out on Kyrie, KD was probably the best thing that could have happened to us. And I know that's kind of hard. That was hard to believe back in the day. Like when they went to Brooklyn and chose them against us, it hurt. But makes sense. We didn't have any sort of we didn't have any sort of strategy at all or any identity of what we were doing. And who knows? Maybe if they showed up in New York instead of Brooklyn, and maybe Fizdale and Steven have a job. And I feel bad for Fizdale because he was he's a good guy, he's just not a good coach. At least I don't think he was. He was too soft on the players, and Tom Thibodeau cracked the whip on our team, and showed you don't walk into MSG anymore and expect to win easily, like drop 110 points and the game's over immediately. But this team will fight you tooth and nail until that buzzer in the fourth quarter goes off. That's what made this season so exciting, was because we were the underdogs and we became the fourth seed. Think about that. A team that was expected to do nothing became the fourth seed with nothing. That is why Tom Thibodeau got Coach of the Year. And Julius Randle, that's why Julius Randle got the bag today. The man carried us, led us all the way to a playoff berth in the fourth seed. We may have got bounced out by Atlanta, but this was a good step. And I don't think we did not get worse. No matter what happens, we did not get worse. I think we still make the playoffs or the play-in tournament this year. And I think that's where we're going to be for a little bit. And I would, if I'm you guys, I would not be believing in ESPN or whatever the fuck news broadcasts say. If you want Knicks news and someone to not be, just tearing them down when they make a good move or something like that, there's a lot of Knicks content creators out there that'll literally tell you straight up that if the move is a good idea or not. And it's always subject to opinion. It's always subject to opinion. So I think this channel is going to be a Knicks channel, and I hope all of you support me throughout this journey and support the New York Knicks. I'm probably gonna be live again later tonight. If I'm gonna see if I can get a guest at some point, but for right now, I think we're gonna call this one unless there's any more questions, or if someone wants to join, then feel free. Whoever's still here, please feel free to say something, because we'll give it a little bit of time, but all right, everyone. I'm gonna end this stream here. Hopefully I'll be live again later today or tomorrow. I can't wait for you and I to get those jerseys next Thursday. Hey man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not hit me up on Instagram, man, because it's gonna be chill to hang out with you again. Um, so anyways, everyone, I'll be seeing y'all. I'll see you on the next stream. Probably gonna be putting it up on my Instagram or something like that. I don't know. Figure out something, but I'll probably make it a little bit later in the day. So, because it's dinner time for a lot of people, so that's. But later tonight, I'll probably have something up and going. So, anyways, guys, I will see you all next time. And remember, Knicks, New York strong, and Knicks Nation for life, man. Everyone have a good day. Bye bye.